All right, y'all. Y'all are in for a treat today because I have the Alyssa Freeman with us in the studio today. And man, let me tell you, she's one of my favorite local musicians, local, shoot, anywhere. I can listen to her play all night, all day. She's got some songs out, man. I can just play them on repeat. Y'all are in for a treat. Stay tuned. In just a second, we'll have her come out with us. We're going to take a 360 dive into her life.
Leaving town to find where you are. It ain't where I grew up, but it's like home to me. Yeah, I long for that place in Tennessee.
All right, everybody. We got Alyssa Freeman in here with us today. Look, mind blown. Man, look, I am starstruck. I'm a fan. I'm a huge fan. I've been telling her since day one that I'm a huge fan. I go to your shows and I'm just blown away.
I really appreciate it.
Blown away, man.
Thank
like,
you so much.
Like it's hard. Katie's got to reel me back in because I'd be like, I want. Anyway, so I'm gonna try to hold myself back, okay? And we're gonna talk about your life, okay? And so tell me a little bit about your upbringing. Tell me a little bit about Alyssa growing up, getting into life.
So I grew up in Tennessee in the Memphis area, and moved to Louisiana in 2016. I have a brother and a sister, and yeah.
Do you have any musical people in the family?
Yeah, my mom's side of the family is
Yeah.
very musical. My grandma, my mom's side specifically, and her siblings, whenever they got together, they would always be singing, and someone was picking a guitar or a banjo or whatever. So
So your grandmother, your mom's mom. Now does your mom play as well? Your mom?
she plays piano.
What?
Mhm.
That's awesome. So y'all have any like family bands or anything growing up?
No, I mean we'll sit down and play every once in a while, but
Yeah.
nothing formal or anything.
Also, so what all do you play?
So I play guitar. I've played guitar for almost 13 years, and then I can play a little bit of piano. I can't read music, but I can figure stuff out. Ukulele, play a little bit of that. Played saxophone in marching band in high school. But yeah.
And when you say play guitar, just so everybody knows, when she says play guitar, you play that guitar. I am
Thank you.
man. Like we were playing a little bit on the guitar a little, and I was learning some of her stuff, or some of Alyssa's stuff, and like I'm trying to figure out some of these. Like I'm just like this girl can play, and then I was at Flying Heart when you were playing. I might have told you this. I know I told your parents this.
Mm-hmm.
You played. I think it was I Miss Mayberry by by
Rascal Flatts.
and you play like it gets to that da 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 da. I lost my mind. I thought you sang, like my head was turned over here. I thought you sang it. And then I went and you did it again. I see she played that on the guitar. Like
that took a lot of practice. It did.
It's incredible. You are an amazing. So take me on a journey of how you became number one, before we even get to your vocals. Take me on a journey about how you became such a good guitar player.
Well, I mean, like I said, I've always been in a musical family, and my sister and my mom played piano. I knew I always wanted to play something, and got a guitar for Christmas I think when I was 12, and never put it down, pretty much. I had a couple lessons here and there, learned mostly from YouTube and just kind of playing by ear. So
Were you kind of like an experimental guitar player? Like you try to learn the hard, because I notice a lot of singer-songwriters, they'll like just play called the singer-songwriter chords, right? But you play full chords. Like you play the actual B minors and the F's, and all the, you play them out. And so like, how did you just decide that you want to be a good guitar player? I mean,
Right. I feel like I was like a campfire guitar player for a long time, singer-songwriter type thing. And then when I started writing, I don't know, I just wanted to get into the more complex and harder stuff and try to get better. I'm always trying to get better. So, yeah.
So when does it get to the point, I'd say, let me think, I want to ask this question. So there's like tiers, right, in a musician and how they're growing. When did you get to the point in your playing that you were like, all right, this is it. I'm ready to play live. I'm ready to get there. Like, when did you get that point as a guitarist?
Oh, man, that's a hard question. I don't know. I think I've been singing and playing for a long time. And then I guess when I started writing, I was like, I want people to hear this. And so that's how that kind of came about.
She's being really humble, y'all. I'm telling you right now, man. There's like you don't just get that. Like anyway. So let's go to your vocals.
Okay.
All right. When did you? I guess when in your life? I know you say you've been playing 13 years, singing 13 years, but when there's a point where you decide, man, you're good. You know, when do you think you arrived, or a lot of people maybe told you that, and you're like, about how long has that been?
Well, I started going live on TikTok, just, having fun playing songs that I love, and, got a lot of positive feedback, and I was kind of surprised at that, and which I've sang in choir and sang in church a lot growing up, but I feel like the past couple of years I've been kind of pushing to, make my voice heard a little bit more, I guess. So, yeah.
You've always pretty much like just projected and always kind of been confident about it. Was it like a slow fade up to get to that point? Or?
I guess it was slow fade up. Lots of practicing in my room to karaoke tracks. Just, trying to project and stuff like that. But yeah.
It's incredible. I mean, it's some people that I believe are born with it, and some people that have to learn it, and some. I mean, you got it. So, where now? You said where did you grow up?
In the Memphis area.
In the Memphis, so
Tennessee.
You grew up in Nashville, and I think you told us a little bit about your upbringing. What was it like in that, or in the Memphis? What was it like in the Memphis area growing up? Because that's a really music town, right?
Yeah. Lots of blues music. I grew up around a lot of Southern gospel and Christian music, and like I said, not playing in church, but singing in church, and I feel like I enjoyed growing up there. So.
Did your family, being a musical family, they kind of bring you out a lot to see live music and stuff?
Not really. That wasn't really their scene.
Yeah.
But
man, so being in Memphis, like, so I know they have a lot of live places to play. I know you're a lot younger, but can you tell me about like the music community there or anything like that, or like what's it like, kind of playing
really.
and starting out?
I mean, I was young and just kind of stuck to myself.
So you budded here in Monroe. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So take me to that. Take me to when you came to Monroe. Were you already playing when you got here?
I had done one gig in Nashville before I started gigging here in Monroe. A friend that I made on TikTok, actually, he lives in Nashville, and he had a consistent gig at a place called the Nashville Palace. And I told him I was planning a trip up there, and he said, "Hey, you should come play with me at the Palace." And I was like, "Okay." And so that was kind of my first experience gigging out anywhere and playing in front of people, playing my own songs in front of people too. And I really enjoyed it. It was great. And then when I got back to Monroe, I reached out to Jordan Shepard and kind of asking him where I could play, where to get started. And he had me come play at Enoch's on his band's break. And that's kind of the balls just kind of rolled from there.
So how old were you about whenever you went to the Tennessee and played?
That was a couple years ago.
Okay.
I'm 22.
And then what? So about how many people? Tell me about that venue. Like, what was it like?
It was mostly my family from Middle Tennessee that came out to hear me play. Just a small little bar.
But still, it takes a lot of courage. That's your first time, like, being out where it's not just your family, it's just,
right.
Even just in a live, setting. Mm-hmm. And so do you feel like that kind of, did you feel real nervous about it at that time?
Oh, yeah. I was super nervous. But once we started getting going, and it was fun. I really enjoyed it.
Did it really set you up? So you said you opened up, or you played in one of Jordan's sets, or his in-between sets at Enoch's?
Yeah.
How did you feel?
I was very nervous then, too. But it was a great crowd, and Jordan was very, encouraging, which I really appreciated. So, yeah.
And that's what I like to see about, bands in our area. It's important to really kind of reach out and help the up-and-coming artists in the area. So that's awesome. And actually, so that then takes us to whenever you played at Enoch's acoustically, right?
Right.
On Thursday.
Right.
I think that's when I saw you for the first time.
Yeah. And that was like my first, like, just by myself gig in this area. So.
And that's when, bruh, I was sitting there. I think I was leaving. I can't remember what was happening. I think I was walking out because I come in, I usually catch a little bit, but sometimes I just try to get in, get out because I might have something to go or work the next day. But I think I was leaving. Maybe you were just getting up on a set or something. I heard you. And I was like, okay. And I came and hung out, for a very long time.
Yeah.
And then we started rapping, and that's how it happened. It was just, it's one of those things, man. You got it. You got it. So
I appreciate it.
So now that was, how long ago was that?
That was in March of
That
this
was
year.
in March. So now from March, so technically this is this was your first official gig.
Yeah.
And now you played some other places, right? So what's it like now playing other places? Like, how you feel?
Yeah, a lot less nervous, and I can have a lot more fun when I'm up there for sure. And I've played at Flying Tiger, Flying Heart this past Sunday, K&M, Caney Lake. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Traveling.
Yeah.
And so, who's your musical inspiration? Because I know you do a lot of country, right?
Yes,
so who's your
country. There's a girl named Emily Ann Roberts. She was on The Voice several years back, but she's one of my biggest influences. She's kind of up-and-coming country artist, great singer, great songwriter. I just love her. Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell. Like you do the awesome thing about you already. I mean, this is technically your first year of actually playing, and I watch you whenever you're playing. Like, you're taking requests already.
Yeah.
Like you just, so how do you, are you just like, a lot of country, right? So so you just been listening to it. Like, what's your?
Oh yeah, I actually didn't grow up listening to a whole lot of country. But in high school and older, I kind of got into like 90s country, older country, which I love. And that's what I wanted to learn. So yeah, I know a lot of that.
How did you get to the point where you were able to just play that? Like, just take a request. Oh yeah, I got you on that one. Like, I watch it. It's incredible.
TikTok Live helped a lot because I would go live like twice a week for a few hours and take requests on there as well, and sometimes learn it on the spot. So yeah, that helped me gain confidence in all those songs for sure.
That's incredible, because that's a big step up, going from your first show to now you're literally taking requests. So what is some of your top songs, other than we're gonna get to your originals in a minute, but what are some of your top covers to do? Some of your top artists.
Shoot, I'm trying to think. I love songs that are requested most.
Tell me your 3 top songs that you, whether they're requests or not, that you love to play.
Okay.
Like your go-to. Like, I'm gonna definitely do this in my.
I always love doing Lainey Wilson. She's another Louisiana girl. Hang Tight Honey by her. That's a fun one to do for sure. I love some Leanne Womack, Emily Ann, Chris Stapleton. Just, yeah, it ranges.
Yeah. And those are all powerhouse. That's the crazy thing. Those are all powerhouse female artists. I mean, and Chris too. I mean, it's amazing. And the fact that I'm really trying to dabble into like what gave you that confidence. Like, what made it's hard to get up and do. You did Carrie Underwood last time when I was there.
I did.
like, is it the TikTok you're saying that just?
I think so. And I mean, I give all glory back to God to be able to do this, and He's opened the doors for me to be able to perform where I have, and I think maybe that's where my confidence comes in, because I draw it from Him. So
that's good. I mean, he did something for you, because like I said, man, that's a gift that I feel like you got it.
Thanks.
And like I said, when we were at Flying Heart, me and Katie we have several artists that we like, that we just like, they're just amazing, and we're like, we just want to push them, like in our area. We don't even talk to them about it. We just like, so you're one of them. We were like, I remember before we got to Flying Heart, we were like, she's good, but she's never done Carrie Underwood. And literally, you do some Carrie Underwood. So we're sitting there, and then we're like, all right, she's good. I ain't heard her do Leanne Rhymes. Like you just, I mean, you're exceeding every board. It's incredible.
Well, I appreciate it.
Speaking of your music, you have music out. Right?
I do. I have 2 songs out. The first one was a song that I wrote called Tennessee. It's about being homesick for Tennessee, and it's really about my grandma's house and just missing something that doesn't exist anymore or feel the same anymore. So that's Tennessee. And then I put out a song that was written by my friend Tammy Marler and Sophie Lynn called He's a Keeper. So yeah, that was my second song out.
So she wrote that one. about. You know what that one's about?
Yeah, so that's just about like, what your mama tells you to look for in a guy, and then, keep feeling unlucky and finding that, and then you find a keeper.
So do you have? I'm sure you have a lot more songs like you've probably written that are
Yeah.
ready to go. I mean, I'm assuming how many songs you have written?
Gosh, probably 20, 25 maybe.
You have plans to kind of get those out too?
Yeah, I would love to. Mm-hmm.
And so you have the songs that you have now recorded. Where did you record those?
Both of those were recorded in Nashville. The songwriter on He's a Keeper, Tammy Marler, she had a songwriting camp January of this past year. And after I went to that, she connected me with a producer in Nashville, and so that's how it happened.
And when did you go up there to record that?
That was in March, like a week before I played at Enoch's.
Come on. So, like, you're in your first year, you're literally playing live shows, recording in Nashville. So, what was that? I mean, was it like I've never recorded that, so I don't even know what to compare it to. It was like a big studio, small studio. Like, what's it
was,
like?
I think the larger studio next door, apparently Jason Aldean had recorded there at one point. We were in just like the B studio. It was a smaller space. But Bill McDermott was the producer. He's awesome. Super talented guy. So.
Did they bring in musicians?
There was a studio musician there, and he added some mandolin to Tennessee. And it was super, super good.
How'd you feel like walking in? Were you like nervous? Like,
It was surreal. Like they made the chart for the song and the chords and everything, and then just played it like they had heard it a million times, and I was like, "Wow, here we are." So
being this being the first time recording like that, was it? Did you all get it all done in one take? Did it take several?
We did. We were there for a weekend, I guess. So we recorded over like 3 days.
Come on, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's living the life. That's awesome.
It was so much fun.
That's awesome. And so recapping. Grew up in Memphis, right? You got music in your family, your grandmother. Does it go back any past her, or is that the first generation you know about?
Yeah, I mean, I think her parents were musically inclined too.
So grew up there, and then learning and singing and playing and hanging out and figuring out yourself. Came to Monroe, and then got called to come back to Tennessee and do your. So we're calling that your first show, right there, right?
Yes,
so that's your first show. Then you came back. And that's all what you said this year, right?
Yeah, in March.
All in March, come back. Then you're doing the live show at Enoch's. Then you're playing everywhere. So tell me some of the few places that you're playing now again.
Flying Tiger, Tailgaters. In November 15th, I'm going to be playing with a bunch of other local musicians in Caroli Park in West Monroe. That's going to be super fun. We're playing all day, bunch of folks, and then. Balloon Fest on the 8th of November. I'm doing a show on the 20th with S.J. McDonald, which if you don't know S.J., you need to look her up. She's amazing. We'll be doing that. And, just follow me on Instagram or Facebook, and I'm always posting where I'll be.
And then you have, so you have all your solo stuff. And then you played a band show at Enoch's.
Yeah, my first band show.
So tell me like how you feel and like the transition of going from playing on your own to now playing with a band. How does that feel? Like take me through that.
Bigger learning curve than I thought it was going to be for sure. But man, those guys were so talented, and I really enjoyed playing. It was so much fun being up there with them, and yeah,
because you look. I mean, that's the main thing. Is you look so comfortable. And all of it, like you don't even have to try, you got it. And so like when you go up there, sometimes there's a hindrance whenever you go. You're used to being on your own, and then you go with a band, and it's kind of like you can sense that, that hesitancy because you're not kind of in charge at that point in time. But you didn't have any of that, man. You felt really really natural. I mean, you looked like you felt really natural about it. So, and all the shows that you have been playing, have you ever had somebody come and ask you for an autograph or anything?
No.
You haven't asked for an autograph yet?
No.
Well, good, because you're in luck. Because you don't have any shirts yet either. You don't have any shirts yet, right?
No, I don't.
So this is what I want to do. I'm speaking it into existence. I have a shirt here. It doesn't have anything on it yet.
Okay.
But I want... So this is officially Now you probably signed stuff for some people before that you don't remember, but I'm calling this officially your first signature.
Okay.
All right. So what I'm planning on doing with it is this is a shirt. I want your signature, and then I'm
All
gonna
right.
I'm gonna throw something on there like Alyssa Freeman, something on there for me.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like a.
I'll send you
custom-
my logo.
There you go. Here you go.
Thank you.
Y'all see it here first.
Where do I sign it?
Just anywhere right here. It's big or yeah, whatever you want to do. There
Yay.
it is. There it is. The first official Alyssa Freeman.
It's harder to write on a
signature.
T-shirt than I thought.
It is the first official Alyssa Freeman signature. I got it first. So, man, that's awesome. I really am. I know I tell you a lot, and you're probably like, dude, I get it. You think I'm good. I get it. But like, it's really refreshing to see. There's so much talent in our area, and everybody's, everybody's doing so well, and it's awesome to see that, and it's also see the humbleness in them as well. So, you have anything else that you want the people to know about? I know you said you have stuff coming up, or anything else, anything you want them to know about?
Yeah, just follow me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. TikTok, I'm Alyssa Freebird, and then Instagram's Alyssa Freeman Music. Yeah, you can find where I'll be playing shows, and yeah.
All right. And so lastly, we have a song that we're going to be doing here in just a little bit, and it's called Breathe.
It is.
Right? So did you write that one?
I did.
Tell us a little bit, before we get into it, tell us a little bit about that song.
Okay, so it's called Breathe. It was loosely inspired by my grandparents because, back in the day, people would get married pretty young, and they were just a perfect example of just supporting each other, and so yeah, it's kind of about that.
Breathe. And that's one of the songs that and you're planning on putting that out pretty soon, I'm assuming.
Probably,
Yeah.
maybe, hopefully.
And that's one of those songs I'm talking about, y'all, that she just was playing, and man, like, she can play that guitar, and I had, we're gonna do it together, and like, I'll just, y'all work with me. So anyway, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
this was a
hanging out
blast.
with us. Thank you for my first autograph. We'll be right back.
1, 2, 3.
He was only 17, got down on one knee, promised her the world. She picked out a pretty dress, and the date was set, just any girl. When her world was breaking down and closing in, she began tell him, if I lay right here with you, it might be alright. It don't matter if the sun comes up, we can take our time. I ain't got no other plans except for this right here. It's just what I need. You next to me, I can breathe.
Well, ain't it just like time to pass you by sooner than you wanted to? Been 50 some odd years, blood and sweat and tears, still holding on to love. He said, darling, don't you cry for me tonight. Just take my hand and you'll understand. If I lay with you, it might be alright. It don't matter if the sun comes up, we can take our time. I ain't got no other plans except for this right here. It's just what I need. With you next to me, I can breathe.
If I lay right here with you,
Awesome song. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for
That was
having
so
me.
much fun. That was so much fun. Till next time.